Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Slots with Simon Cleath. How are you doing, everybody? Also, thank you so much. I forgot how to say your name exactly, but thank you so much, Amanda, for becoming a channel member. Hey Gail, it's good to see you. Hey Becky, how's everybody doing? Well, I know I totally forgot about last week's live stream, but we're here and we're back again. And today we're going to be talking about players cards and like the biggest misconception when it comes to casinos players cards. Well, I know that. Well, we wait for people to come on in, and I'm just going to say hi. Just like chill a little bit. And if you happen to be watching the replay, I do recommend going fast forward to the 3-minute mark. So, what's everybody been up to lately? For me, I've just been like, hey Gil, good to see you. It's just been really hectic for me. Just been busy with work and just getting through life. I also just been. Hey TC, it's good to see you. It's good to see you, everybody. What's up? Well, it's just been just a really crazy but busy life, and that's why I have not been live very much. Also, I really hope to be able to hope to post more videos and to go live more often. Hey Lorena, good to see you. What's up and how you doing? Well, since there's 9 people in the house, let's get started. Well, you may know something called the player's card, and what usually happens is I got these rumors that are going around that say, well, hey Shop Boss, it's good to see you. Hey, thank you TC, it just means so much. Well, when it comes to the player's card, there's so many misconceptions going around. For example, you may have heard, well, I didn't use my player's card, so guess what? I just got a really huge jackpot, and I didn't have my player's card in. Turns out that is just a coincidence, and because it's a coincidence, oh darn, I lost my train of thoughts again. Thank you, Gail. Actually, I'm just going, before we really dive in, I'm going to take some more time to say hi to everybody. How you doing, Lorena? How you doing, Shop Buzz? So what's everybody been up to lately? Alright, here we go. When it comes to players' cards, you might have heard all these rumors that say, well, I take my player's card out and I instantly won a jackpot. Oh wait, or maybe you'd be like, well, my player's card is very unlucky. Whenever I have my player's card in, it just gives me a bunch of bad luck. And also, when it comes to there's some people who do actually put, like, take out the player's card and then reinsert it, thinking that changes the odds on a machine. As you do remember from my previous episodes, slot machines are completely random, and even if you think that you can even if you think that your player's card doesn't have an influence on the machine, well, that would be illegal, because a player's card machine is actually a player's card system is not linked to the slot machine in any way, except just to keep track of how many times you spun and how long you were playing the machine. If a player card were to influence the machine in any other way, that would get the casino in trouble with the gaming board, because it takes the element of fairness away. And upon doing so, the casino, and upon doing so, that leads to like a lot of troubles. Also, when it comes to players' cards, I'm curious for you out there. I'm curious, when you play, do you use your player's card? If so, why? And if not, why not? I'm curious to hear, because tonight is going to be more of an audience participation show. I realized, because I realized that it does have a lot to do with my preferences. Alright, so while we wait for some answers, in the chat, I'm gonna be right here. And also, for players cards, so I'm just having a lot of really bad brain fog tonight. 1 second. Alright. So, like, alright, so like for me personally, when I'm at the casino, I tend to use my players card. I tend not to use my players card because I only play $20 a session. And $20 may seem like a small amount, but it's a big amount for me. I find that if I use the players that I do not have long enough players time to be able to make my players card worthwhile because casinos, they do take into account how much you how long you are playing from. 1 second, be back. Alright. So long story short, when it comes to I just found my notes again. Sorry, I'm like having a really rough start to this episode, but we're back on track. I know. Hey, Time Scratch, good to see you. Well, we're just going to start the whole thing over again because I just lost my train of thoughts, and I found my notes again. Today, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Slots. Today we're going to debunk the myths, theories, and misconceptions of using your player's card. Over the years, you might have heard, I took my player's card out and I won a jackpot. They just know who's playing. And I swear, when the slot machine thinks that the new person is playing, it just pays out. The machine does not like the same person who sits there and plays it all day. However, the machine or casino does not care if your card is in. The machine does not care if your card is in or not. In fact, the player's card and slot machine systems are completely separated. It would be illegal for player's card to determine a slot machine's outcome due to the fact that it takes away the randomness. Upon removing the element, a casino no longer promotes fairness among players. This is why there's a lot of rules and surveillance around table games to prevent cheaters. The same logic applies to slot machines. And also, when it comes to players' cards, and also when it comes to a slot machine runs on some kind of random number generator, which is an algorithm that literally that the moment you hit that plastic button, it determines the outcomes. Nothing can influence it. Nothing can change it. In fact, it is completely encrypted. And all the slot machine programs are in an anonymous office somewhere in Nevada. Also, when it comes to the player's card, the player's card cannot actually tell the machine saying this person has been playing for so long, don't pay out. This person has not been playing. This person has not been doing such and such. And that's exactly why the machine does not care. That's exactly right. A player's card does not impact the outcome of the slot machine. So does anybody have any of the superstitions? Alright, I'm curious. Alright, that's right. You're so right, Lorena. It is part of the casino marketing. Using a player's card that comes to you with free meals and rooms, that is also really true, because it's really easy to lose sight of the fact that if you're using a player's card, the casino will actually comp you back with food, with free meals and rooms, especially if you've been playing on a machine for longer. Also, just kind of like a random note, I did find this out, that a casino actually prefers if you are playing a machine, if you're playing a machine, like they would rather see you play $100 on no rolling over the, because they would rather have somebody play $100 over the course of like an hour rather than somebody blow $1,000 within a minute. The reason being is because the casinos, the reason being is the casinos would prefer to like have somebody sitting at the machine for longer, which would like most likely lead to like somebody losing more rather than somebody blowing like through $1,000 within a minute on high limit. That's definitely a really common misconception when it comes to players' cards. And also, when it comes to players' cards, it's very tempting to think that a machine can actually track how long you've been playing on it from, and that's also like comes to bias, because you can be like sitting on a slot machine, and all of a sudden you could be like winning. You could have your players caught out, and you could be like, oh my gosh, I'm winning so much. But then it's like the moment I put my players card in, bam, I get on cold streak. It is actually just a lot of your luck, and it's like, and it can be, and that does lead to bias, depending on if you have your players card in or out. The machine does not know. The machine simply cannot tell or know who is playing on it. In addition, there's like some people who say that your odds of winning jackpot is the exact same if you have your player's card in or if you leave your player's card out. There's people who actually tell you, well, I won that jackpot because my player's card was out. But in reality, because of the bias, your player's card, the player's card could be you could have had the player's card in. So I'm curious, does anybody use a player? I'm curious, why or why not do you use a player's card? I would love to hear. Hey, time scratch. And yes, Gil, I do bite my nails too. Yeah, I do. That's part of my anxiety. Also, hey Matt, hey Kino Dan, it's good to see you. That is right. Hey Lady Dice Lots, hey Simon, I always use my card in. After the bonus, I take the ticket plus out the card, let the game reset and put both. Let the game reset and put both back in. That can definitely. I actually do. That can definitely be a fun approach. Yet I do realize that the machine does not, that the random number generator does not care if you take that the random number generator does not care if you take your ticket or put your card back in, because what it is doing is it's cycling through a bunch of random numbers that determine the real combinations every single second. And all it dictates is when you hit that spin button, that's the combination you land on. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as resetting the machine. It is very tempting to think about. That's a great thing, that when things get a little dangerous is when gurus tell you, especially if people tell you, if people like are charging you money and saying, well, if you follow this advice, then that machine is going. If you follow this advice, well, the machine is going to give you the machine is going to give you a bunch of like, the machine is going to give you a bunch of money. That's when things get really dangerous. Is if somebody's like trying to tell you all this advice, or is it trying to give you advice to, especially when it comes to like especially when people are telling you this is what you do, this is what you don't do with a machine. That's so awesome, lady. Dice thoughts. Definitely the random number generator working in your favor. That is so awesome. And also, and also like when it comes to like this like, also what really gets to me is people trying to sell you courses, saying like if you do this, if you listen to my advice, that is so true, Lady Day Slots. Know what I do is change the timing. That does work too. If you change your timing, it can definitely work, and it can definitely get you really lucky. I do find that if I sometimes change up my pace, if like the random number, if I that sometimes like if I do change up my pace, it sometimes does work. Other times, unfortunately, not so lucky because of like the nature of the random number generator. Also, does anybody have any other questions for me? Does anybody have any other questions for me? Or does anybody else have like any other insights? Hey, truly amazing. Alright, does anybody else have any questions or anything that they would like to hear? Alright, and also, alrighty, so unfortunately, it looks like that we're not going to be getting any more questions for tonight. So I'm going to end the stream here. Well, I don't think I do want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I do realize that tonight was like a really short stream, but we're gonna be back hopefully sometime in the next month. Just been really busy and swamped with life, and just kind of like, and just mostly just been like really exhausted, to be honest with all of you. It's just been really hard, and yeah, and I'm just not sure where life is going to take me next. It's gonna be a mystery and a surprise. And also, like, I'm not sure when I'm going to be going live again, quite honestly. It's just been like, I'm not sure when I'm going to go live again, honestly. It's just, life has just been so crazy lately. And I really hope to be able to do a casino live stream within like a few months too. Because I really miss going live, really miss playing the slot machines, and really miss hanging out with all of y'all. Alright, so I hope you all have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.